I think limitations like are underrated.
Ooh, maybe that could be the theme of this.
Yeah, I think so. Because like I think like I actually heard like I don't know who it was, but like a good photographer said like if you want to do a photo project, you have to give yourself limitations.
Mm-hmm.
Whether the limitation is, hey, you can only take a photo within 5Ks radius of where you live, whether you can only take a photo of a certain color, where you can only take your photo of a certain subject matter, but limitations is what helps make a body of work.
I love that.
And it's like so basic, but it does work.
Isn't that ironic that limitations are so freeing, where it just removes what's the choice paradox?
Yeah, because otherwise I think the endless possibilities is what makes it hard to land on something.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I mean, like, I think if you have endless possibilities, you're always like, but what about that? Or what about this? You know what I mean? There's always a what if. But if you're in limitations, you kind of like, you're working in those boundaries and you're like, you use those boundaries as a springboard to push those boundaries as far as possible too, though. Because you're like, how far can I push those boundaries? In my limitations, how far can I push?
Yeah. That's mad. All right, I'm going to have to put up some tight guardrails with the things that I'm doing. Because it's at the point where there's just so many ways that things can go. And, and I think that was what we were talking about earlier, about the experimentation and just trying to be open to it.
Yeah.
Where sometimes we're like, look, just stop.
Yeah.
Lock in on this one thing and really explore this one thing. Yeah, that's really good. And also, when you give yourself these parameters, I'm thinking like this topic of like when you said that, you know, if you limit yourself to this, then you're just going to be looking for those things.
Yeah.
Then it just gives you that choice of what is it that I want out of this.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you can just explore that. Like, for example, this reminds me of this video that I saw of Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
And he was on Theo Von's podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Where he was asking him just look out around the room, look for the color red. Right?
Yeah.
So he was looking for things that were red. And then he asked him, like, you were also trying to find things that were probably just outside of, you know, just to the left and right of that spectrum.
Yeah.
So maybe you look for some burgundy,
some
brown.
You might see some orange. Or,
some orange, right?
Yeah.
So then it's like if you give yourself this direction to follow, and it could be something that is like more positively conducing, right? So instead of like that choice paradox, and this is the thing that gets me sometimes, where I could be like working on something and feeling so fucking good about it, and I'm like, fuck, is this the right thing to do? Is this the right direction?
Yeah.
But then it's like, no, there is no other direction.
You kind of like, I think like when you make work, I think you have to push that aside and be like, you know what, like there might be a better way, but I'm liking what I'm doing, so I need to keep moving with this.